Hey, welcome everyone to the AMA in our new studio here in Bali. We have a new setup here. It's gonna be still adjusted. Maybe you saw already Sali streaming from here. Yeah, and we of course we improving. We ordered some neon lights and stuff like that. It looks more like a show now. And yeah, planning to upgrade it, of course. Yeah, updates. I don't know. There is, I think all eyes on on the market at the moment. Bitcoin is already below 24, and yeah, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be, like, interesting. What happened? I mean, personally, I think we're going to around the 2020 area. And yeah, but it's also opportunities. I mean, especially for a lot of projects, they will remain in the bear market, and it's of course Unix is one of them. We have I mentioned it in other AMAs. We have already dedicated anyway to building. That is even more comes more in perspective now to really squeeze the whole roadmap in this year, if you have really only one focus. So, and yeah, so this is basically what we're doing right now. There's no point to do marketing, and if someone asks a token, I mean, there's no expectations on any token. We will just see now how bad will be the bear market. But again, like the token, if you was there, if people stay and if the community stay, then nothing can happen. I mean, even you go out of the bear market, if you come up with good news, the survivors, they're the lucky winners. And again, it's nothing about to worry about. I think we are really strong. Everybody who's new to Unix, with 30 million raise, and now we have an awesome tech partner where we built the launchpad with. The marketplace. Actually, it's a platform where we combine everything: NFTs, gaming, our all other products like the MetaMeet app gonna be ready. Everything when we get out of the bear market, and then it's just really actually focus to market on that. And of course, with the technical component, it's more easy actually than for the user to understand what is the platform doing itself. You can read about it, you can really click on it, and can really experience the Unix product. So yeah, pretty excited about that. And yeah, and there's of course much more what we're working on. Like now it's really like it's a light version of crypto, and of course the tech products or any product is doing the same thing. And it's like you can remain silent and waiting basically until the bear is not hungry anymore, and we're looking into a bull run. But even before the bull run, when there's the less positive signals and no fake outs, anything like that, then we of course start, and everybody start to reopen the market again. So, and yeah, I'm so excited really to be there at the time. And there was a question from David, I see, and there was like the question was when the team is spread around the world, and can you tell us how Unix was found? Where did you guys meet? So it's Yeah, it's actually interesting because half of the team I never met before in my life, because of COVID and the travel restrictions. You had to form a team just based on we are Google Meets. We the few people we had here in Bali by the time, that was Andy, myself, then one of a few of the early contributors, Eric, Joe, Connor, and Henri. They've been also here. So, but actually, the important the key positions as well, being like, for example, Nick and Cindy in Australia, and of course my friend Salid, who's now here, but at that time he was in still in Czech Republic. And then we have, of course, we had Simon and Sean that time in the UK, and everything happened over Google Meets, and the right hand, my right hand, Nick, I now when we've been on permissionless, actually we met the first time after 30 million raise, and I think 7 months we never saw each other, or even longer, 8 months. Yeah, so we never met, and it was pretty interesting. But it was like even after a few hours, we've been already like, yeah, I know that guy. It was really good to meet the team. And then also when I was in Dubai, I met Simon first time, Sean, and yeah, it's really interesting to get the people, and you get more done when you also like face to face. It's different, it gives the any connection. Like, that's why it's good to go to events. That's why we went to permissionless, where we already make reservation already for the next year, because we've been only a few gaming projects, and the run on the GameFi sector was huge. So for the next one, it's going to be in Austin, Texas, and there's going to be a huge gaming area, and they want us again as the gaming partner, the larger one. We get the largest boot size, and now it's September next year, but with all the products, and then we're gonna be in permissionless and basically show, and then we bring everybody again there. Yeah, but that's the team. We met, like randomly. Me and Eric actually we started Xe Infinity. The time we saw then the potential, and then this was by yeah. I mean the kickoff on Xe. I had Xe already before, like in 2020, and then with the move to the sidechain. Yeah, when because the biggest barrier on Axie Infinity was because they've been based on Ethereum, and gas fees been like insane. You cannot play when there's high gas fees. Each time you make a transaction, you had to purchase, and it was ridiculous. So, and then when they moved to the sidechain, it was crazy. Yeah, the SLP, all the token prices, they've been went nuts. Yeah, and that was the time when I almost went all in. Not, I still have, of course, I'm not retard, not super Deegan, but yeah, we went on in, own capital, pushed in, raised on the back of that, and that we had crazy returns in the beginning. And yeah, and then we know already some of the projects, like we saw Yield Guild, for example, and the other some other guilds been out there, but they didn't have a token yet. Even some of them we've been in the beginning with, they still don't have a token. Even they had like pole position together with us. But when we saw Yield Guild on, I think it was July 28th or 26th, then they raised 22 million on their IDO. And that was, yeah, we said, man, this is like insane. And even before we've been already working on a white paper. And I mean, it's the concept was simple, but even that we said, okay, this is too simple to maybe to be sustainable, because the question is like, what is a guild? First of all, that's why we have the guild we started with, but the technical components definitely tying more into an ecosystem. And we saw they're only doing the guild model, scholarship model, and that's it basically, and then doing some token investments. And then we said, okay, we can do it better. Yeah, because like I know that, this is like it's not driven by a real gaming or to be a real gaming economy. That's what I'm hyped about. Web 3.0, and the guild is not only Web 3.0, it's just playing NFT games, or whatever, or regular games. And that's why we've been really like thought, okay, we can make a difference here. And yeah, there was one underdog. Nobody by that time, if we didn't heard about them, they launched an after yield guild closely before, I think in October, when our advisors already told us, yeah, you should also launch on Copper Launch. And then yeah, and then we are the third product was with the concept, went to the market, and yeah, lucky. Also November, when a few days later the market flipped, it never recovered really. The all-time high was, I think, 66 BTC. And yeah, but that's the whole journey actually. And there was, of course, a lot of learnings and a lot of nice good people we met, and a lot of yeah, things I also don't like about crypto, especially when you have your own project. It's still in a small space, and it's like sometimes it's like, we try to be real, like me as a person. I don't want to give you my happy face, or if I met you somewhere, all of us are straightforward actually. And in crypto it's more like, yeah, people, it's like, everybody is selling you something all the time. It's like, really, it's like you get so many pitch decks. Everybody's and the thing is, like, once you've been a little bit successful, then there's like let's say a click, or how you call it, a group. Yeah, there's a lot of groups in crypto. There's like these groups, that groups, VC group, and they're having their network, and it's good to have a network, but it's like so hard to as a new joiner to get into one of these networks. So everything is about connections actually in crypto. And you if you're not well connected, forget it. And this is like, not forget it, but it's more hard. That's tough. So it's like, really, you can have the best product, you can have the strongest team, most motivated, but if you cannot find any entry, to get in. And yeah, the one approach is our advisors, but then it's very important what deal you have with them. Usually advisors, they don't do much. Can be they're connecting you with someone, or there is usually, everything is about either you pay tons of money to get someone on the deck. Yeah, you pay ridiculous prices. Some of the tier 1 VCs, if you get them, but they want to be involved in tokenomics market, what's good, but also gives you less freedom, on your product. So yeah, it's really tough sometimes. Yeah, but it's like many, it's like, if you have a good, if you're motivated, if you can build something, then it shouldn't be a problem for anyone. And of course, we with the acceleration program on Final Round and also on our platform, yeah, we help basically projects, but you need to have some component. It's not a completely incubation or funding. We help with tech, we help with expertise, advisory, wherever we can, and giving a few or a lot of intros, let's say, if it's needed, exchanges, VCs, and so on. So this is now what we already see. There's a lot of like people, and so many people want to attend on the market, and we wanted, like it was my dream, and like not only crypto, but then also gaming and crypto. And of course, if any new project is coming, basically, then yeah, we like to be happy to be involved, even just get on a call, and we have no problem to give free value, like talk about what we have done wrong, to give people the opportunity, or yeah, that they can avoid that, what I mean. So it's all about the learning. And yeah, but it was good. It was a crazy journey. And yeah, and now it's like, again, like, I think the cards will be mixed fresh, like I think a market is a lot of projects will be washed out, you will not hear from them again, and a lot of money is washing out from the market, and a lot of people they will lose, and this is not nice, but still this is like yeah, if you don't know better, then that's very can be painful. I think everyone had already maybe a loss, and I think losses are okay to have them in the beginning, to be aware of the market. It would be, you would be super lucky if you only make everything right, especially when it's in crypto, when it was very volatile. No, but yeah, I think Unix is good position, and when we get out of the bear market, I think we can slowly can play also with, on a different level, with bigger players, and this is something we're really looking forward to. Because we get the manpower. Actually, there's a new slogan. I don't know if you're going forward with that. It came up in a meeting. It's like work hard, play harder. Match somehow with gaming and what we do. I mean, like here, really, like it's, what time is it? 8, and this is, even the day is not finished. Starting around 6. Like on a daily. It's like, of course, other people, different time zones.
5 for you.
Yeah, 5, 6. This does matter. You're not. You work, if you have, anyway, if you have your own business, or if you have crypto or whatever, it's like you work 24/7. Yeah, you cannot let it go and say, oh, it's weekend. It's like I switch off my phone, and this is it's also nice. I mean, but yeah, crypto now with this market, like that's of course. I mean, it doesn't hurt really, because Unix is not affected, but personally, if you have any investment, or friends is crying, then it's like, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about the market, sorry guys. So there's another question also, I think, from David. How's the progress on the learning platform with Sandbox going? Yeah, we still talking with them about, we just released our first game experience. Unfortunately, we cannot really show anything until it's approved from Sandbox, and then they need to give us the permission to show something about it or not, because it's their game experience, not ours, right? We build it for someone. But yeah, we still talk with Crypto Mundo. This is a learning platform from Dubai, actually big in Spain, but they moved to Dubai. They did all the education for Waves, and they also might do the Sandbox thing together with us. That would be huge. Yeah, the app and marketplace fully under development. We really put now all hands on deck to get it running. And yeah, it's always a few obstacles what you need to erase on the app. We still, for example, it's actually pretty straightforward. It's like a matching tool, or let's say Tinder for metaverse, for the Web 3.0. And we want to build in the Lens protocol, and we still haven't yet the right person to start with that on that side. Not the whole Lens protocol, but partly using it as as a social, using that technology, because we by kind of, the app is not completely Web 3.0, so there's like Web 2 features, but this is like just because of it's more easy to build on a tech. Yeah, that's the whole thing. But yeah, to be recognized as a technology, or let's say that we look forward, that's why we need to integrate this part. And it's basically, we have everything already Web 2, but exactly the social part we want to have it then done on Lens protocol, and then people can basically use that technology. Someone, if not familiar with Lens protocol, Lens is built from Stani. Stani is the founder of Aave, and this is basically an open source protocol, and this is for having multiple social profiles, or one social profile what you can share among, and you can add and remove features and so on. So it's gonna be pretty pretty interesting. Also, the future of social media in Web 3.0. So we want to be already part of that, and we have time to build actually the app we already testing in beta, just the functionality. Marketplace, yes, we're looking at highlight, of course, Solana and ETH, because there's the high NFT volume, but we have 5 more blockchains integrated. There's Polygon, BSC, AVEX, Algorand, and Teso. And then of course having games integrated, renting and lending, and become basically the hub, let's say, call it an NFT exchange for NFT collectors and traders or gamers, when it's about GameFi. So the marketplace, will be, I think, the home of Unix. It's not going to carry the name Unix. We need to find a product name for that, like a neutral name. We're still waiting on a few comebacks from the branding side. So but it's gonna be an awesome platform. So we have 5 main features. This is, of course, NFTs. Solana, Ethereum, where's at the moment hot. We're looking at other audiences like Cardano and Kronos, because Kronos is here. Crypto.com, there's also a lot of NFTs traded. Then we have, of course, the Steam, the game platform, the game part of all about NFTs, game listings, and so on. Then the IDO and INO, so Launchpad for tokens and NFTs. Then we have the Meet app, Meta Tag. It's basically ENS, or it's a soul-bound NFT. It's kind of an ENS URL, let's say, with your name, and then you can basically have that in your wallet, and you can track your gaming experience, or your activity. Plus, what is very common on Twitch is basically donating on that wallet, and basically you can donate on that name, and it goes basically in your wallet. That can be a good feature for creators in general, not only gamers, but creators in general. So that's cool. So that's the meta tag. And then, of course, we're looking to be the 2.0 to 3.0 bridge with the marketplace. Taking basically projects on, and our tech partner, so he is in charge, of course, for the tech side of the marketplace, but he is already working and on with he is actually the partner of Azure Games, where we have the partnership as well with, but he is the tech guy. So they building these mobile games, and he have an SDK. It's easy to plug in. It's really, I run through the demo. It's insane. It's really click, drag and drop. You create your NFT collection, you create the token, deflationary, whatever. There's so many options about the token, what you want to create. You put all the details in, click create, and the token is created on these, at the moment, 7 blockchains. And again, also the NFTs. Easy to drag and drop. It's so simple. It's so cool, really. And I think it's especially for smaller projects and games, what's coming from 2.0 to 3.0, it's perfect, because you don't need to establish a whole blockchain team and development and all that stuff. And I think the interesting feature is also here, and listen to that. I mean, I in permissionless, I run that speech many times, because that's the and that was my panel when I was speaking. People asking, when is the mass adoption coming? It's not when, it's like how, it's up on us to make it happen, and the bridges, think about it. So let's say you want to play one NFT game at the moment. It's on AVEX blockchain. What's the steps? The steps is, okay, you tell a new person, he want to play that game. He says, oh, he saw a video, and then you said, okay, create a Binance account, for example, verify it, load money on that Binance account, then create a MetaMask, don't share your seed phrase, then transfer the money from the MetaMask, from the Binance on the MetaMask, Then the MetaMask, you connect, you need to change the blockchain, bridge the tokens to AVAX. Then you go on AVAX, connect with the game, buy that token, and then you buy that NFT, and then you can play. You know, the journey is too long. That's the whole point. So, and it's, of course, it's interesting to build a crypto on-chain game and whatever. It's amazing. You know, you can, maybe there's one game, super economy. But the whole point to get user on is that they don't know that they're really in a crypto game, because in 2-3 years, it's going to be GameFi. It's going to be, gaming, and not GameFi and gaming. It's going to be 100%. And the approach already is with some games is that you basically you start the game, and if it's free to play, for example, or the first purchase is done with credit card, with Apple Pay, yeah, or whatever you have, you know, the method it's available. You have a wallet, but it's not anyway active yet, you know. So once you want to have that wallet, or that funds, or the NFTs, or the tokens you earn on your wallet, then you activate the wallet. Then you do the whole process of taking the seed phrase, you know. But the wallet already exists. It's just not, basically it's a dead wallet until you, as the holder of the email address, what is your initial login, only you can activate it. And that's the whole thing. And make it off chain, you know, so the data don't need to run through blockchain, because I mean, for certain games the capacity is enough. But if you look at millions and millions of transactions, no blockchain at the moment can actually really handle that. It's impossible, you know. Maybe Immutable X, maybe if CK rollups, they really change the game, or Ethereum 2.0, who knows. But that's the thing. So off-chain means, you know, like you had your transaction in-game, you know, you log out, and then basically the data will be done on the blockchain part, you know, once you left the game, and then basically you get the rewards there, you know. So I think that's approach to move forward, and you will see a lot of free-to-play games. I think Big Time is a good example how we can approach the market. And I think there's too many space games. Personally, don't make it fancy. Rebuild Diablo, rebuild World of Warcraft, rebuild whatever, Warcraft, Starcraft. Sorry, that's all Blizzard games. But yeah, this is like games, you know. Starcraft, still people playing it. Like Starcraft, like is in Korea was like crazy. Like when I was young, there was like already superstars where there was no esport, but in Korea they got paid already to play Starcraft, you know. And this is like, there is it's a round game, and then add there maybe not a reward token, just that you trade shit what you, sorry for the word, like Counter-Strike Marketplace, billions in revenue, you know, from digital goods. And there's an economy, you know. Take the same economy. There's nothing you need to reinvent. And this is sometimes the problem here in crypto now. We don't need to, we need to just take good old stuff, give them a makeup, you know, and just think about the economy side, and take the items, everything can be copied, that you can actually kick off a brand new game. And you don't need to be fancy, and don't, if you scared about inflation, then don't make a reward token, you know. Trading assets, let's say you have a piece of wood in a game, and this is like value something, and someone need the wood, and you just trade it. That's the trading we want to see in games. And I think this is the only way to really build an economy, you know. And the point is also, you know, you can create an awesome economy, but the point is also that the player decide if your economy is good or not, you know. If you don't have user who use your economy, then doesn't matter how good is your economy, you know what I mean. Like, it's need to be and best example for me is always, for example, Diablo 2. The community created basically stone. The stone of Jordan was a ring, and it's not a good ring, but it was like the trade. It became the currency of the game, and it was basically not voted. Not that people sit there and said, "Oh, this is the currency." No, because people just from the community, it was delivered that this one is value. And we have exactly this hardcore community in crypto, in GameFi at the moment, and we are deciding actually, or the community is deciding what is the market needs, or what is the project should do and stuff like that. And first time we have the opportunities basically to talk to the projects directly. That's the biggest blessing. I mean, like I'm feel super blessed, like being a gamer, of course, not gaming too much at the moment, but being there and now talking to the games like in big time. We play big time, the team play big time, then we go to the big time team and we say, this is our feedback. Can you do this for us? We want to do this and that. So there's so many things we like to do. And yeah, it's and this is like really a nice feature, that we really can talk to the developer team and to all the people out there, having new contacts with projects. And of course now it's a little bit quiet, yeah. And certain people they left the the market, even players, they might not be interesting either. Is the token reward is not there and so on. But at the moment it's everything is on. So we focus on the future. And there was another question also that was, sorry, the marketplace, and we extended a little bit the answer. The Noobs NFT collection. There is a lot of chats. Let me quick check if I have any update. There have been so many messages today about the Noob collection. Yeah, but it's only drafts. It's nothing I want to show, because this is like too early. We're still deciding which one is awesome or not. Yeah. But Noobs definitely coming. It's gonna be also, we're gonna soft promote it on NFT NYC. That's where where I'm also gonna attend, also Sean. And then we also meet one of our partners there. He's speaker there, Alan Hina. And then we also use the opportunity. It's a long event. It's there's a lot of, even the Ape Fest, the official Bored Ape Yacht Club event is there. We go to several parties with our from our VCs and other friends and colleagues we met already. And as I mentioned before, it's super important to meet people in person. That's why NFT NYC is going to be definitely important, because you get a different connection. It's like you saw yourself, you saw the other person, you can get a better picture of them. Again, what I said, crypto have a lot of weird people also. A lot of people, they only for the money. There's no really like. But you can identify them, I think, more easy when you meet them in person. And that's a very good thing. And of course, you build a lot of connections. And this is usually like crazy. After an event, you need to have at least a week or even 2 weeks, to really catch up with all the connections you have made. And then it's like, even a connection, it's not one-time call and then if something happens, so you need to really maintain connection. So that's actually the main job then at the end, doing all that. And having the partnership team, especially as like Simon is like really the master, and Andy, and keeping in touch with all the VCs and partners we have. And of course we have gaming partners, we have VC partners. So it's many for gaming side, more Sally and then Karim and Timothy, but on the other partnership side, Andy, Simon. So they're doing a great job. There is another question. What is the next event that Unix will what is it?
Visit. Participate.
Yeah, NFT NYC, that was the answer basically. Yeah. And then actually also they're gonna be a little gathering. I would a little. It's basically the birthday of Unix in July. So yeah, there is actually the birthday. The Discord opened 16th of July last year, and but the team cannot make all. They cannot come all before I think the 20th.
Yes, 20th
Yeah.
is the earliest.
Yeah, so the 20th, and then yeah, we're gonna have a birthday, a little birthday celebration. A few people we flying over. Then also a lot of people gonna meet the first time. It's gonna be interesting, and yeah, but Bali is still good. It's like I think, man, I was in America crazy when I like I mean, it's like normal prices or Germany, like, but after you come from Bali and then you go to other countries, man, it's like it's insane, insane, what you spend outside of Indonesia. But yeah, I mean, it's like what to do, yeah. It's been like now when you go in Miami, the coffee $9 or whatever, 20% tip, and then in Bali it's $1.50, and it's amazing quality. It's like here it's beautiful.
I don't want to leave anymore.
Yeah, but Sally don't want to leave anymore. We already extended his visa. Next thing is to give a permanent visa. Yeah, and if anyone want to ever come to Bali, let us know. Yeah, we know a lot of people here. We can help with accommodation and anything you need. If you need any vaccines or any visa related stuff, we can help. Yeah, so Bali is definitely a good place to settle these things. Yeah. Do we have any questions from the chat? Actually, I was talking a lot.
Yeah, a lot of questions are actually related, with regarding the current state of games, Axie, Star Shark, and Origin, and I also directed them tomorrow. We have a live stream on Twitch, anyways, and I will go through all these kind of projects. But in general, there's a lot of questions of what is your thought on the current, GameFi, situation in this current market.
I think GameFi is still like gaming is the biggest thing for crypto, like for adoption. NFTs, I think even NFT is gonna be bigger one day than cryptocurrencies, just because people can more relate to it. It's like NFTs is like, okay, this is like land, like, oh, this is like, of course, if it's a monkey, then in the beginning it was hard to, or CryptoPunk, it was hard to say, hey, this is valuable, like there was nothing behind. But when as more as an NFT, or if it's really from an artist, and then now just instead of having the picture frame, you have the NFT and it's unique and you can track it with the contract address, then that's already like something what people can more understand than a cryptocurrency. Where does come from? Why is have value X? You know what I mean? It's like people need to really deep dive into crypto, I think, more than into NFTs. NFT is visual, and everything what's visual, like you saw the transition, for example, on before Instagram, we had Facebook. Everybody was using Facebook, but it was text-based. It was a lot of text, and then of course some people uploaded pictures. But Instagram, like, because you read actually pictures in milliseconds, instead of reading text, and we are bored. We are let's say spoiled. Yeah, we don't want to read. Like that's the thing. So. And that's why the same with Instagram, with the adoption of that you and now also how the whole marketing changed. You have an attention span of less than 4 seconds, and to this you need to decide if it's interesting or not, on if you see something new. And that's why I'm saying, like, if you have pictures and something visual, or even music NFTs and also streaming, what is but decentralized streaming, like there's a lot of Theta or Veracity. They have earning mechanism with streaming combined, a cloud base or streaming, there's a few provider, they use basically, it's like Netflix but for blockchain. And this thing is gonna be interesting. This is all super important. And GameFi is the same. Like, it's visual. Okay, this is a weapon. This is a character. It's easy to understand. But if you say, okay, I think that's why people understand, if I buy the character, I can play. But it's for them, if you, of course, they do always the purchase of in-game tokens when they use mobile gaming, for example. There's a lot of in-game currency. For example, now Diablo Immortal, they have in-game currencies, like an orb and then platin, or platinum. And then people used to already used to use that, but they are not everybody purchased it, right? But if you want that character, it's people are more likely. That's why, for example, Fortnite making this, I think around almost 500 million revenue yearly, just on the freaking skins, and that's why NFT is going to be bigger than crypto for gaming. Gaming is going to be elevate and bring more and more and more people into crypto. Not saying that you are becoming an investor, okay? That's a very different, but you have user in the space, and if the user have more ownership on the assets, that means that all the poor gamers, they're at the moment just spending on games, and now they're actually earning on games through NFTs, through tokens, whatever is out there, whatever will be long-term sustainable. There is fresh money, let's say, comes into the market, and a lot of pockets, instead of going into just company wallets and digital assets, what is like the companies still need to earn money, of course, but now it's better, like you have transaction fees, what makes the company basically sustainable, and this is, I think, something. Fortnite brought home 5.1 billion of revenue in 2022. Crazy. See, this is insane, and that's on skin digital assets. And so that's why GameFi is definitely, it's again not investors. Investors is what you see right now. They're gonna be a few more joining the space, but at the end, what is not everybody in the world have so much money to invest and don't want to invest. They have maybe not the understanding, and and people heard about maybe Dogecoin and Shiba, and this is not crypto. I mean, this is like, you're lucky you had maybe 1,000x or whatever. There have been a few millionaires born because of that, but it's not the standard, right? It's not the average, and that's the important message. So and gamers, and until the market is not technically ready, what I mentioned before, with the wallets and so on, it's going to be difficult. It's just a technical barrier, and then people associate crypto with scam, and and all these walleting exchanges, and there's a lot of hesitation. If you have not a strong support or influence, or someone who really can give you trust to join the space, it's very difficult for someone just go on the internet and see something and then become a user, because there's too many barriers. When I started crypto and I opened my MetaMask wallet, I feel like a criminal. Not immediately, but it's like, what I'm gonna do? Like it's.
I didn't believe it.
It's and then adding the Binance chain, like, wow, like, and then you become like you already feel like a hacker, like, and I'm, so, and that's what we need to erase on the tech side, and then it's all good. Then we can look at and can talk about mass adoption, but as long as it's not the games they don't see that, or they don't make that move, it's gonna be tough. Any other questions, Sally? Sorry, I'm talking so much.
There's a lot of, especially in the YouTube chat currently going on, a big time is being mentioned a lot right now. And basically, I also read a question. In your opinion, it's gaming related. You as a gamer, what is, in your opinion, the best currently playable NFT game out there?
No, I mean, it's.
Hey, I'm asking you, not as CEO of Merco, of Unix.
No, I played big time quickly. I mean, it's my genre, like role play, MMORPG, and all that stuff. So that's definitely, and the good thing is it's competitive. It's not easy. I mean, it's like what I'm saying is like you can play lower level, but you can really go high level, and then it's become more and more harder with the monsters. Pretty early stages. That's why there's a lot of bugs still inside and so on. But I think Big Time is definitely awesome. But there are gonna be more. But at the moment, playable, there's not much. I think Gala. Did we play already Gala Superior?
Superior, I tested it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I really like it. It is.
Yeah, it's kind of shooter.
It's-
third person.
Yeah,
shooter.
it's like Cypher, but
Yeah.
different perspective,
Yeah.
different camera.
Yeah, so yeah, I think if you don't know what I'm talking about, Superior Gala Games looks like a good shooter, and can
Phantom
be
Galaxies?
fun. Can be fun. I think that's something you can try. It's better than these undead blocks. You know, you're shooting some zombies and you earn some tokens. I think Eve.io. What is it?
Eve.io. Eve.io. Yeah.
Ev.io. I think that's cool. That have potential as a shooter. It's also upgrading while you're playing. That's pretty cool. It reminds me a little bit in Counter-Strike. You know, Counter-Strike was an add-on of Half-Life, Half-Life 2, and then Counter-Strike was not a separate game. You know, it was always you had to open the Half-Life and the mod to go into Counter-Strike, and then I played when it was the first version, and then version 1.1, 1.13, 1. Whatever, like until 1.6. 1.6 was the best, I think, best version. Even open Counter-Strike Go cannot compete. I mean, graphic wise, of course, they made some upgrades. But yeah, 1.6. No, but what I want to say is like that's remind me a little bit on the state. So that's a shooter. It's just to it's not like have no really direction. It's just 5 versus 5 with random weapons. You know, would be nice if there's like kind of a mission like terrorist, anti-terrorist or something like that. But anyway, it's still good. I think maybe they even do that later. I don't know. Who knows? That game looks fun. Again, still a few errors, and it's like looks like yeah, like Wild West at the moment, you know, on games. You know, there's not all none of these games have quality of a traditional game. You know, like if you compare Blizzard or even on Steam indie games. But yeah, we will see more and more games coming, and I'm pretty excited about Big Time, what they're gonna do with the full release. Still Big Time. We have a guild there, of course. And what we're looking at on the guild side, we're going more heavy into competitive gaming, esport, because this is actually really like makes sense, you know, especially when you have, let's say, I don't know if anyone played World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft new expansion is coming out. The guilds, what is the goal? They starting, and then it's world first. You know, like who's kill that boss at the world in you know across the world, and exactly that is what we try to achieve on that side. And in Big Time, I think, and that's what is just information what Big Time directly gave us when I was on a call with them. That might be the early access remain until December. You know, so beer market, they will not launch and so on. So it can be December, even later, you know. So maybe they're making an upgrade, you know, an update on game mechanics and so on, whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be still also long waiting until that. But it's good to practice, to level characters, and they're gonna be a reset. You know, all the characters what's now, they're gonna be back to level 1, and then you grind up. Only the NFTs remain, and so on. So it's gonna be, yeah, a race from start, and that's what I'm saying. Like that, there to be competitive. I think we play more Superior. We need to create some guilds there. Phantom Galaxy is going to be interesting.
I love that game.
There's a few more. I think. I think when we get out of the bear market, there are going to be a lot of games coming out. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, all the games we wanted to launch, you know, now they're just building. You know, they're having actually a good time. Instead of it was so uncertain to launch, you know, even it's now for us, we need to wait. But who's investing now? It's like, even there, we want a new buyers, find new buyers, and there's the one project. We actually rejected one project. We wanted to, it's a good project. They wanted to make a small raise only, and just to get us also involved. But we said, sorry, to make the whole rollout, to make the whole rollout, it's not worth it to just one game launch, and then maybe there's 3 months nothing, or 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, who knows, or maybe then another quick small launch. It makes no sense. So better we wait until the bear market is finished, everything comes in the same time: launchpad, marketplace, app, meta tag, SDK, everything you want from Unix, what we have told in AMAs, is gonna be ready by that time. And I think even the marketplace, if everything goes right, we can be actually ready maybe in 2 months or 3 months. But again, like, it's about ready and not being getting really out there, because it depends really on the market conditions. After more the drop, more the fear, I really always watch the fear index, fear and greed, and they're gonna be a month fear, 2 months fear. They're gonna be not like after they hit the bottom, and then it's gonna be only up to greed again. So really check this out. We can talk more about crypto if you want, guys, maybe in another AMA. I think that's for today. If there's no other question.
No, we covered almost, basically all of them.
So if everybody wondered, this is Sully. He's there.
Will be visible soon.
Yeah.
The next one.
Next one, we have 2 microphones to show. Yeah. So we have here everything already prepared for podcast and all that stuff. We have 2 camera at the moment. We get another one. We have light everywhere. I don't know if you saw that. I have a little Licht King here, from World of Warcraft. I brought it from Germany. I left it at home. PS5. What is this actually? Sorry.
It's a lamp, you see, on top.
See. Okay. Okay. Please, for the next AMA, please drop your questions. We will one day before or so, we collect them also during the time. If you want to know anything during the whole week, or if something is on your mind, please feel free to drop a text in Telegram. Also happy myself, or at least the team, Andy, Simon, Nick, to get on a call, if anything is bothering you, anything you need to know. We have time also to do these things at the moment. And then if anyone goes to NFT NYC, see you there. And if anybody is in July around Bali and want to celebrate birthday of Unix, call us in, and then happy to accommodate. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope it was useful, the AMA. If you want more the kind of podcast style explanation about certain things, please give me your feedback at the end of this one. And thumb up, subscribe the channel here. I need to learn that. Subscribe, Unix Gaming, okay. And then thank you for your time and pleasure. Have a good start in the week. Here the Monday is already over. A few more calls, a few more tasks, and then see you tomorrow, see you next day, wherever you are. Give us a message. Have a good time.
Peace, everybody. And don't forget, if you want to see the permissionless video, check out our YouTube channel. Good night, everybody.